Are you tired of searching for a way to make money online with no success? And are you tired of watching long tutorials on YouTube without any real notable benefit? The truth is, this is due to several reasons, including that you haven't set backup plans or you've only tried one or two methods of making money online. But don't worry, today we will solve this problem not with one, nor two, nor even four methods, but with 7 completely different methods from various sources to ensure that you will generate income online. This is a completely free course that includes the most important YouTube rules, the skills you must master, and the successful fields you need to know about on YouTube. So today, I want you to be ready. Don't distract yourself with anything and don't skip any part of the video so that you finish having mastered 7 different ways to make money, because they are fully explained from beginning to end. So be ready, because this is a complete course about YouTube and you can navigate between parts of the video as you like from the video's timeline or from the description. And don't forget to support me by clicking like and subscribe, because making content like this is really exhausting. Now, let's go to the first method. I'll explain it briefly and show you the massive profits that this method and all the others have achieved, so you can be sure I'm not just making empty promises. This is something real that truly exists, but it's waiting for someone to use it. 11 million, 9 million, 7 million, and it has harvested more than 54 million in total views and more than 150,000 subscribers, and all this only from 70 videos of these simple videos whose earnings are estimated at $60,000, and the best part is that it is without showing the face. These are just small examples from this goldmine, and there are several other examples and channels in the same format. And today, I will show you how to make them. Watch the video until the end, and I promise you that you will come out of the video knowing how to make these videos, from creating the idea to publishing the video, provided that you stay with me with your full focus, and most importantly, do not skip any part of the video so that you do not get lost because it is full of information. In the beginning, we need to create a channel, and I will leave the matter of the channel's picture and name to you. And I have chosen this name, this picture, and this banner, and I did it using Canva. All you have to do is search on Google for the picture you want, then bring it into Canva and add the touches that make it better, and then create a banner with the same theme. And now let's go to creating the video. We need an idea because these clips depend on ideas to attract views, and there are many ideas, and the more you stand out and come up with a wonderful and unprecedented idea, the greater your chance of gaining views. In this video, I will choose the emoji challenge, and its idea is simple, which is to merge the 2 emojis together to give us a word with meaning. First, I will need ChatGPT to get the combo. Second, I will need Elevenlabs to create an AI voice as I do. Third, I will need the free Canva to merge everything. Fourth, I will need CapCut for the final touches. And all the tools used, I will put their links in the description, and with these 4 steps, you will have created your first video. And believe me, it will take you no more than an hour. Now I go to ChatGPT and ask it to create a list of 80 compound words. I will write this command, and don't worry, I won't tire you. You will find the link into all the texts in the description. And now, after it gave us the words, I ask it to separate the word and to put the emoji next to it. Okay, very nice. Now I go to the next command and ask it to format the table so that it places the combo number in the first column, the emoji in the second column, the other emoji in the third column, and the word in the fourth column. This is a very important step. And now I move on to the other command, where there will be the addition and organization of the voiceover. What I focus on is this part, where it divides the voiceover into 2 parts. The first part comments on the answer with a funny word or information, and the other part adds an exciting touch to the following question. And this is the time difference between them. In my case, I set it to 1.5 seconds, and you can set it however you like, but do not go too far. Now the last command, and in my opinion, it is the most important thing in the video. It will completely eliminate boredom, and the video will be entertaining and not just images with transitions between them, and it is the addition of a voiceover in the middle of the question where there will be a hint or something related to the word, and I will request that through this command. And as you can see, everything is ready. It should appear to you in this way so that you can create the video. What I am about to say next is important. If you want the matter to succeed quickly and without fatigue, I want you to be fully focused, not to skip any part of the video, and to complete it with me until the end. Now, after I have finished with ChatGPT, I go to Canva. You will find all the links to the websites used in the description. I click on video and choose YouTube video before I begin. I prefer subscribing to Canva Pro because it is very necessary and will give you a lot of time and save you energy. But don't worry if you are not able to subscribe. You will be able to make a video, but it will be a little more difficult, and I will do it in front of you without subscribing, okay? Now I search for a background for the video, and I have one ready that I will put, and also a gift from me to you. Since this is my first video, you will find all the tools I use to make such videos in the description. I just want you, when you upload, to click like and subscribe, and you can also search for one or simply bring it from here. After that, I will put the basic elements. The question number will be in the corner, and the type of challenge, in our case, guess the word, will be placed at the top in the middle. And I will of course need 2 emojis in the middle and a timer at the bottom. Let's create these things. First, I will need to write the question number, and then I bring this circle, I place it in the corner and add white borders to it, and I add this color to make it match the background, and then I write guess the word in the middle and change the color of the word to a color that goes with the background. After that, I will bring the emojis from ChatGPT to Canva, and only the timer is left. I have one ready, and you can bring your own timer, and that is what I prefer so that you stand out. Okay, now that I have placed everything, I will add animations to the elements, which is important in the video to add life. I go to the question number and select the question and its circle, and I click on group and go to animations and set this animation to be in continuous motion throughout the video. After that, I go to guess the word and add this animation to it for the beginning and the end, and you can choose any animation you want. And then I go to the emojis. As I said earlier, I prefer Canva Pro because it offers many features including this animation, and I find that this is the best animation that can be applied to the emojis, but it requires Canva Pro. So I will go to that, and it is also not bad but a little strong, and we cannot tone it down in the free version. In any case, I place both emojis and then I go to the timer and I will add an animation to it for the beginning and the end only, okay? After I have added the animations, I want to put the answer as you see after the timer ends. And let's do that. I copy the background and paste it next to the question, then I will delete all these elements and add an image of the word. You can search on Canva or on Google, okay? I will put this image and add the word underneath. After that, I will do the writing. Okay, now I will adjust the timing of the elements. I will come back here and make the timer appear 1 second after the emoji appears, like this. I will also extend the timer duration by making it a bit slower, so it lasts for 10 seconds. Very nice. Now it's 10 seconds as you can see. Now we will add animation to the emojis at the beginning and the end. As you saw, everything is ready. The only thing left is the answer animation. I select the image and the answer, group them together, then select them again and choose this animation. As you can see, everything is ready. I will just reduce the answer duration to 3 seconds, for example. And as I mentioned earlier, you can add the animation and customize your video however you like. I am just teaching you the method. I will add a transition with the same colors as the video between the 2 scenes. And after I do that, I want to repeat this process 80 times so that the video becomes ready. I know it is difficult and requires effort and time, but don't worry, there is a tool in Canva that creates it automatically as you see. But it requires Canva Pro, and if you don't have it, you will repeat the process as I did earlier. And the good thing is that the first month on Canva is free at the time this video is released. Okay, in any case, this is how we have finished with Canva, and I will export the video and move on to CapCut where I will add the sounds. In CapCut, the matter is simple. All you have to do is put the video in the project and then add the sounds between each transition. And when the animations appear, I do them for one question only, and then you copy and paste them for each question as you see. After finishing that, I go to Elevenlabs to create the speaker's voice with using AI. You will choose the voice that you like so that you and your channel stand out with it. After that, you go to ChatGPT and copy the commentary on the question and paste it here. Click on Create, then download the sound and place it in CapCut at the location of the question. Then you copy the separating text between the 2 questions and do the same process until you finish the entire video, okay?
This thing lets you touch the clouds, but don't forget your seatbelt. Airplane, you really took off with that one. Buckle up, let's see if you can land this next one.
And after the video becomes ready, I export it and we have finished the video. And what remains for us is the thumbnail and the title, which are the simplest and most important things in the entire video. Now we return to Canva to design the thumbnail, and it is a simple matter that requires a little intelligence from you. As you can see, all the videos of this type have thumbnails that are modest and simple compared to the high views and fantastical earnings, because the thumbnail always contains bright colors that attract viewers, and the combo between the emojis is something well known and famous, like hot chocolate, for example. So you can ask ChatGPT about the most famous combos in the list that I showed, or you can see for yourself and take what you find appropriate. In any case, whatever method you used, we have obtained the required combo. Now we will create a project in Canva, we will choose custom and set this resolution. Then we will set the background, and as agreed, it is best that it has bright and noticeable colors for the viewer. I liked this one, I will use it. After that, we place on top a bar in red or whatever you prefer, and we will write guess the 80 word and make the word in yellow. And what remains for us is to bring the emojis. We will search for the first emoji on Google that it should be in 3D form. After you have found the appropriate emoji, you download it and place it in Canva. Boom, we now have both. We enlarge them and place them in the middle on both sides. And thus, we have finished the thumbnail, and all that remains is the title. Regarding the title, I will give you important notes. First, try to place emojis that suit the idea of the video, and also make it short, less than 80 words, so that it fits with all devices, and use exciting words that arouse curiosity. And when you create the channel, you will need to write a description. All you have to do is ask ChatGPT for tags that are separated by commas, less than 500 characters, and then ask it to create an exciting description with emojis composed of these tags. And thus we have finished everything, and as you can see, I have created 8 videos with different ideas, and do not forget to leave an encouraging comment. And if you have any suggestions for me to improve myself, write them and support me with a like and a subscription. Have you ever wondered how these simple videos generate millions of views and such incredible profits without any real effort? And how can I make one like this? Well, you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to show you how to make these videos from A to Z, and how you can earn this massive amount of money from YouTube in an unprecedented way that no one has ever talked about. The great thing is that you can do this without showing your face or even speaking. You'll achieve these numbers completely anonymously. You're tired of watching tutorials about creating YouTube channels without showing your face, or videos like, oh, you can make 10,000 videos with the click of a button, and a lot of this nonsense, and in the end you discover that it is cheap content in which AI is used completely. But today, the matter is different, as no one has ever talked about the matter, and it has remained secret until now. And the beautiful thing is that you can create it easily and without worrying that YouTube will not show your videos, because we will not use the nonsense of AI, and we will create the entire channel in only 3 steps. But I want you to remain fully focused with me throughout the video and not distract yourself or skip any part of the video, because it will be full of information. Okay, what am I talking about? The idea I'm talking about is creating motivational videos from interviews with influential people or popular podcasts using natural or space landscapes as the background, depending on the video's content. We'll do this by following a few simple steps. First, we'll create a channel, choose a name, profile picture, and banner, and we'll do this using Canva. Then, we'll create our first video. There are 2 ways, one is difficult, the other is easier. In the first method, we'll search for a popular podcast or a lecture by an influential person, then extract the key points and important quotes and compile them. The easiest way is to go to a short, ready-made lecture and upload it, which is what I'll do for this video due to time constraints. The next step is video editing, and we'll use CapCut. Then, we'll wrap the video in a beautiful way to attract viewers' attention. I think you get what I mean. Yes, I'm referring to the thumbnail, title, and description. With these 3 steps, we'll have created the video, and it's ready to be viewed. Let's move on to the first step. First, we need to create a channel. Fed in from montage. Before we start with the first method, I have to tell you that I will leave you a gift at the end of the video that you will need if you are going to start making content like this. Just support me with a like and let's continue. First, we need to create a channel. I came up with this name, and I think it's beautiful, so I'm going to go with it. You can choose whatever name you want, but I recommend starting with motivation. You can also combine the name you chose with it, such as motivaten or something similar, to show up in search results when people search for motivation. You are not obligated to do this, as this is just a theory based on previous experiences. I also advise you to have your own theme, such as white, yellow, or blue. Now let's go to create image for the channel. In order to create image for the channel, you do not need to be Photoshop professional. You can simply go to Canva and choose a ready-made template and make simple modifications to it, such as changing the color, writing the name of the channel, or bringing from Google a suitable image and also modifying it so as not to violate copyright. It is up to you. As for the banner, you can simply set a black background and write your name in the center. You must be careful with the display settings. And so, we've completed the first part. I think there are no problems so far, and everything seems easy, and it is, because we're moving on to the second part where we'll create the video. As I mentioned, I'm going to use the quickest route. I'll search for a short lecture. I found one by Steve Harvey, which is short as you can see. I'll download the video from any video downloader site and move on to the next step. Well, in CapCut, we'll edit the video. It's a light and simple edit where we add videos in the background, such as boxing videos or landscapes. The most important thing is that they're slow motion. You can add anything, literally anything. Then at key moments or during important speeches, we'll remove the background to show Steve Harvey speaking. We make sure the duration is less than 10 seconds. Then we restore the videos to be safe and avoid any risks such as copyright. You can get videos like these from CapCut here. After we're done with the videos, we add background audio. You have several options, whether exciting, mysterious, or deep. You can choose whatever you want. I choose this audio.
He gives all of us as his children the power of choice.
All that's left for us is the good text in CapCut. There's a free tool that adds text to the entire video. We go here, then here, choose according to the video language, create it, wait a bit, and boom. It creates a text for the entire video. And these are my text settings if you're wondering. And I'm using this font. I don't know what it really says, but it's right here, and it's really nice. And as you can see, this is the result now.
Your co-workers think, it don't matter what your siblings think, it don't matter what your children think.
I'll delete the first sentence and put the channel name at the beginning of the video. As I mentioned, I advise you to choose a specific theme. I chose the first part of the name to be white and the other part to be yellow. We'll write the name and place it at the beginning of the video. We'll merge them together, add animation to the beginning and end, and gradually increase it. Now, let's add our final touches, such as adding some animations. We'll add this filter at medium intensity, and I'll apply it to the entire video except for the shots where Steve Harvey appears. After we're done, we'll export the video and you'll transfer the settings from me. Pay attention to the space. If you don't have enough space, you can reduce the quality or reduce the FPS. This way, we've easily finished creating the video. All that's left is the thumbnail, the title, and the description. We're done. Now let's move on to the last part of the video, which will include the packaging. I believe this is the most important step. We'll start with the title, and I don't have much to say about the title other than to offer some advice. Tip 1. Don't make your title too long, and try as much as possible not to make it too long. It exceeds 80 characters. Tip 2. Add a famous quote by Steve Harvey, or add an attention-grabbing phrase like 8 minutes changed my life. Tip 3. Avoid emojis because this type of content is serious, and emojis will give the impression that the video is silly. Tip 4. Include the name of the character in the video, making it easier for people looking for motivation from this person to search. I think this gives you a clear picture. I chose this title, and I think it follows all the tips. Now let's move on to the thumbnail. We'll use Canva to create the thumbnail, and you'll find a link to all the tools used in the description. The first step to creating a thumbnail in such videos is to bring a picture of the character in a serious pose, or giving a presentation in a theater. I chose this one as it appears serious. Next, I'll create the background, zoom in, and add a light blur to avoid distracting the image. Then, we'll add a sentence he said in the video or a famous quote. I'll then format the text and that's it. We're done with the thumbnail, and all that's left is the description. There are several options available to you for the description, but I prefer you go to ChatGPT and ask it for tags of less than 500 characters separated by commas that are great for YouTube SEO. After it provides them, we ask it to create a description using tags. This way, we're done with the video, ready to be published. As you can see, I've created 10 videos this way, and if you want another way to make money from YouTube, I do not advise you to miss the previous video on the channel, which talks about making a profit by creating a gas channel and challenges such as guessing the word from the emoji. And because you've reached here, I'll give you the gift I told you about a little while ago, which is the complete plan for making these videos. You'll find the link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you'd like me to explain in the next video. See you soon. Have you ever dreamed of earning money from something wonderful and enjoyable like eating or gaming without showing your face or speaking or even buying expensive equipment? The amazing thing is it requires no physical or mental effort. You can do it as soon as you wake up in your pajamas. All you have to do is capture the sounds of eating or your keyboard in your videos. Before you exit the video and say, "What is this nonsense?" That's impossible. Look at the unbelievable numbers, views, and huge profits from this kind of content. To make sure, I tried it myself on 2 different channels and made a lot of money. Believe me, if I were you, I'd watch the video to the end. In this video, I'll explain how to create these videos from the idea all the way to publishing. There is no other YouTube video that explains this. Don't worry, you'll finish knowing everything and become skilled enough to produce a complete video in just 15 minutes. And there's a surprise waiting at the end, so be ready. What am I talking about? I'm talking about ASMR. If you don't know and live under a rock, ASMR YouTube videos in the audio content category. You can make them by eating, moving objects, or capturing keyboard sounds in a certain way. These are examples of ASMR videos. In short, it's a type of content that highlights sounds at a high volume and makes the viewer relax. One example is keyboard sounds, which is what we'll discuss in this video. While playing Fortnite or Rocket League or any other game, you can record your keyboard sound and capture the Fortnite gameplay. That's how you create an ASMR video. It's very simple. In this video, we'll play Fortnite, and you can play any game you want or use a controller instead of a keyboard. The idea is the same and the method doesn't change. Follow the video to the end so you don't miss any step and so it works on your first try. Now let's start with the steps. Our first step is setting up the audio. Lower the game volume to 10 or 5 as you see fit. Then raise your microphone volume to the maximum level and bring the mic close to the keyboard or the controller depending on which you're using. Next, start recording your screen and make sure the recording picks up both the mic and the game sound. Set your mode to creative. We'll play for about 10 minutes and you can extend the duration as much as you like. After recording the video and compiling the clips you want with the audio, we move to editing. In this step, it will be extremely simple. Just focus and don't skip any part of the video because it's very important. Import the video into your editing software and cut out the parts you don't need. Once that's done, mark the transition points in the video. Go to Animations, choose Fade In, and set its duration to 1 second. Then choose Fade Out and set its duration to 1 second as well. Next, cut out any unnecessary mid-video segments, like transitions between rounds. Add a fade of half a second to each cut and repeat this process throughout the entire video. After finishing that, add a reminder to subscribe at the beginning, middle, and end of the video. I'll leave a gift at the end that you'll really need if you start making this type of content. Once that's done, fine-tune the audio in some spots as you see fit. Now the video is ready. And all that's left is the thumbnail. For the thumbnail, be alert with me. We'll adjust the colors, add an image of the keyboard or the controller if you're using one, and add some touches and text if needed. First, choose an image where the skin is standing and holding its pickaxe, and make sure it looks natural without any distortion. Export the image and bring it into CapCut since we'll create the thumbnail there. Next, go to the color settings and copy my color settings. Or create your own if you prefer. After adjusting the colors, add a blur to the edges using a clever trick. Go to Animations, search for Zoom, and make its duration as long as possible. Choose the frame where the blur appears on the edges, then export the image again. Now, place some items in the image, such as a picture of the keyboard, the mouse you use, and a few other elements. Gather all the images you need. The gift I mentioned includes everything you need in a single file, available in the video description. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's recap. After gathering all the images, place them in the thumbnail appropriately. First, put the keyboard at the top and adjust its size. Then place the mouse under the keyboard and match its size. Add an emoji in the opposite corner for balance. It looks great. You can also add text, but don't overcrowd the thumbnail. I'll add text. I select text, adjust its position, add a glow, and tilt it slightly. Perfect. Export the image and your thumbnail is complete. Only the final touches remain. The first element is the title. Add the name of the map in the video, then the name of the keyboard if it's a known model, and some words and emojis to attract viewers. After finishing, move on to the description and tags. We need ChatGPT's help here. Ask it for trending keywords that help the video appear in suggestions and search results. These should be under 500 characters and separated by commas for YouTube. Once you have the keywords, ask ChatGPT to create a description from them. Now everything is ready. Go to YouTube, upload the video, and fill in everything we prepared. First, paste the title. Shorter is better. Then, upload the thumbnail. Next, copy the description from ChatGPT and paste it. Do the same with the tags in the tags field, making sure each keyword is separated by a comma. That's how you create your first video simply and easily. You can make as many videos as you like with ease. I don't need more than 15 minutes to create a video like this, and I have 2 channels that achieved amazing success. I've shared a YouTube secret that no one talks about, so return the favor by liking and subscribing. If you have questions or want to thank me, leave a comment on the video and write whatever you like. I read all the comments. If you want to create a YouTube channel without showing your face or voice and with a completely hidden identity, the first question that will come to mind is, how can I do this? I believe there is no one better than me to answer this question because, as you see, I do not show my face, and the voice you hear is not mine, and it isn't a human voice at all. It may seem strange or even impossible to some, but it's actually easy. Today, I will explain how to do all of this, which you can make in 2 different ways to the voice you hear now, which sounds like a real human voice but isn't. So follow the video to the end. Once you learn this method, you'll be able to craft a completely hidden identity, appear on social media as any character you like, create multiple channels with different personas, and have a greater chance to make money. All of this comes from the skill you'll learn today. Don't skip any part of the video. You'll lose focus and may not follow the steps correctly, leading to failure and thinking I gave you the wrong method. Stay alert with me and let's begin. At first you'll ask, what will I gain from creating a character and voice that aren't real? That's a great question, dear follower. This skill lets you create many channels, whether by crafting a character or even just a voice. For example, you could set up a puzzles channel, as we did in a previous video, using an AI voice, or an educational channel like mine. In that case, you'll need an avatar so viewers can easily understand your content and to fill empty moments when you speak. Here we have 2 options. Either create a character that only moves its hands and mouth and has a few background elements like a fan. I'll call this a still character, like those channels you've seen, or create an animated character that moves on screen, not fixed in one spot, like me and many others do. You can also combine both if you wish. Today we'll cover both methods, plus how to generate an AI voice that sounds as real as mine. Okay, now that we understand why we're creating an imaginary character, let's move on to the first step, making a still character. I'll need your full focus here, but before we begin, I have a very valuable gift that you'll need when implementing the steps. It will make everything much easier. I'll place it at a random point in the video, so stay alert with me. And let's start with step 1. We'll break it down into phases. First, determine what you need. I'll start with the most important element, the background. Then we'll move on to the character itself, followed by appearance-enhancing elements like a table, a microphone, and a screen. We can also add a coffee cup, for example, to give some liveliness. These are the core elements of your video. To find your background, go to Google and type "cartoon study a bedroom background," or cartoon YouTuber bedroom background. You'll see a lot of backgrounds to choose from. While you're browsing for one, I'll remind you about the gift that will help you build your character, so watch until the end of the video. Once you've picked your background, the next step is to create the character with AI. My favorite AI site handles image generation, and not just images, but also AI video and voice, offering over 370 different services. It's my top pick because it meets all your AI needs in one place. Ask it to create a cartoon character, and you can make it look as realistic as you like. Don't forget the gift I mentioned. You'll thank me later. I'll link it in the description for you. After the image is generated, if you like it, download it. If not, tweak the prompt. Remember, you start with 10 credits. If they run out, don't worry. You can continue, but you'll need to subscribe. The subscription is very affordable and unlocks many AI features across the platform. If your credits do run out and you can't subscribe, leave it to me. I'll put a link in the description to a folder with multiple character images you can choose from. Scroll down there to see similar options. Next, let's gather the additional elements, which are just as important as the background and character for video aesthetics. Start with the table. Search Google for a cartoon high table and scroll until you find a style you like. Then find your mic by searching standing microphone vector art PNG. Scroll down to find one you prefer. There are plenty of designs. The final element is an animated detail like a fan, a plant, or a coffee cup. Just search cartoon coffee cup animation. I think it's time for that gift. It's a complete file containing all the elements you need: backgrounds, characters, extra assets, and more. I'll link it in the description. All I ask is that you hit like and subscribe in appreciation. Now that you have everything, we need to add mouth movement for the character when it speaks. Search Google for cartoon lip sync animation, and you'll find many options. Don't worry, these are also in the file I linked. With all assets ready, open Photopea to remove the character's mouth so you can add your animated mouth. Upload the image, use the selection tool to isolate and delete the existing mouth, and save. Next, go to Canva to assemble everything into one image. Place the background first, then the character, then the table. Arrange them to your liking. Add the mic and the screen on top of the table. When you're happy, export the file and open CapCut. I'll leave 2 video files linked in the description. One with a mouth animation over the existing background and one with the background removed. I recommend you remove the background yourself in green screen settings. Select the green area and lower the threshold until it fits. Add your coffee cup and any final touches. Great, that completes the still character. Now let's move to section 2. Creating an interactive character. First, pick your theme, then choose the avatar you'll use for the head, either a channel icon or adding a face like I do. Next, define your core poses, such as explaining, reacting, or even idle. Once you've set everything up, search Google or any AI site for, say, man pointing the camera with his finger art. Choose an image you like, download it, remove its background, then return to Canva. Add your avatar, adjust colors to match, and repeat for each pose you need. I'll also share some CapCut editing tips as another gift for those using the interactive character. In CapCut, select a fixed background, like in my videos, then import both images to create a transition. Make the first image enter from the bottom, right, or left edge. Set keyframes at the start, and then again after about 4 frames, moving the image to the center. Press Alt+K to preview the animation. Choose the effect you like and apply it to all images for consistency. For subsequent images, center them and repeat the process, this time having them enter from the opposite side. This creates a smooth transition. You can apply this method to all angles and movements. It's also a good idea to add a sound effect as the images move, as I sometimes do. And that finishes the interactive character. Now on to the final part of the video. All that remains is the AI voice, which is the easiest step. Head to Elevenlabs. I'll put the link in the description, log in, and you'll have access to a vast library of AI voices that convert text to speech. You can choose a podcast voice,
Don't smother each other. No one can grow in the shade.
a motivational voice, or a storytelling voice in any language. Pick one you like. I'll choose this one for example.
Let me know in the comment section below. This is the COD Archive, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Type your script, and it will generate the audio.
Hi, my name is Fedin. Like and sub for me. Hi, my name is Fedin. Like and sub for me.
You can use up to 10,000 characters per month on the free plan, or upgrade for more features at a very reasonable price. As mentioned, all the sites used in this video are linked in the description. After generating the audio, download it and open Audacity. import the audio, and follow my steps exactly.
Hi, my name is Fedin. Like and sub for me. Hi, my name is Fedin. Like and sub for me.
You'll notice a clear improvement. And that's it for the voice. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's packed with valuable information for anyone who wants to start on YouTube without showing their face or voice. If you want to make money on YouTube, the first question that will come to your mind is, what's the most profitable niche on YouTube? And how can I start with it without any prior experience? Well, I have the answer. The best content and the highest earning channels on YouTube are those that talk about money and ways to earn it, which is exactly what I'll explain in this video. It's a real gold mine, but only a few know about it. As you can see, here's one example. It earns around $19,000 per month at a rate of $11 per 1,000 views. YouTube experts know that this is a very high figure, and there are many other examples achieving the same numbers, and most channels don't even require showing your face or voice. Don't worry, today I'll explain everything from A to Z, and you won't face any difficulty. So be ready with me, because I'll show you how to create channels like these, even if you know nothing about it, just as I did at the beginning. I want you to stay fully focused with me in the video, and not skip any part of it so you understand on the first try. No need to skip. We won't take more than 10 minutes of your time. Follow along to the end, and let's begin. First of all, I'll explain why this content has one of the highest CPMs on YouTube, and what CPM even means. First, CPM is the earnings rate per 1,000 views. Second, why is business content among the highest earning categories? YouTube earnings depend on how many views your videos get, how often ads appear to viewers, and how long they watch those ads. The more ad impressions per viewer, the longer they watch and interact with the ad, the more revenue you'll earn. For this reason, money-related content is one of the most heavily funded by advertisers because the target audience has purchasing power and wants to invest. If you notice, when you watch a video about investing, you'll see investment-related ads. Or when you watch a video teaching how to build an online store, you'll see ads for platforms that help you create one. Therefore, the more your content targets an audience with buying power, the higher the CPM. There are other factors that affect CPM as well, like the viewer's country and so on. But that's not our focus right now. Now that we understand how it works, let's move to the practical implementation. First step, we'll create a channel with a completely hidden identity. No face or voice reveal. I explained this in detail in a previous video about how to create a YouTube avatar using voice and character. You can watch it. It's enough to master the process. I'll summarize it briefly. You need a profile picture, a background, a desk, a laptop, and a microphone. Then remove the character's mouth. Next, combine everything in Canva, then add an animated mouth overlay to the character. Then we move on to voice. We go to Elevenlabs, search for a suitable voice, and select it. Okay? After creating your channel avatar, and if you can't or don't know how, remember there's a detailed video on the channel showing how to animate the avatar like I do, or simply sit and move the lips. It's short, you can watch it and come back. Once we finish that step, we move to step 2, choosing the video topic and writing the script. In this step, we decide the video type and topic. It's simple. If you want to make a video on how to build an online store, find an existing YouTube video on the same topic, extract information from it, and write your own script, or ask ChatGPT to explain how to create an online store. Then write down what you understand. How to write. Start with an introduction, giving viewers an overview of your video. Then explain what you'll do, the tools needed, and skills required to follow the steps easily. Finally, explain the method. Write all this so you can give it to Elevenlabs to convert text to speech. But first, run your script through ChatGPT to correct spelling errors and improve wording, making it easier for Elevenlabs to generate audio without issues. After writing the script and generating the voice, let's move to the next step, editing. In editing, I can't help much, as everyone has their own style, but I'll give you the basics and you can add your personal touch. If you use my avatar style, here's how to do smooth transitions. First, place the image wherever you want, then go to Effects, add the effect, and lower its intensity until it fits. Then add a keyframe where you want motion to start, add another keyframe at the end, and move it to the center. Press Alt-K, go to the start, apply this curve to all keyframes in the row, then go to the end, apply the same curve to those keyframes, then merge the image and effect, add motion blur at 50. Do the same with another image, but transition in the opposite direction. As you see, we've created a smooth transition. I'll leave the rest to you. If you want a separate tutorial on my editing technique, let me know in the comments. After editing, we have the thumbnail. For the thumbnail, we'll go to Photopea. You have two options: create a thumbnail from scratch, great, but challenging for beginners, or choose a ready-made template. The choices are limited, but excellent. Search here and you'll find a great template. Select it, click the link, then customize it as you like. I'll make some simple edits to show you how I turn this template into my own thumbnail. As you see, the result is fantastic. Export it here, and let's move to the title and description. For the title, keep it under 80 characters. Anything longer will be cut off on some devices. Also, viewers reading the title won't read past the first 4 or 5 words if it's too long, so make the title short to convey the idea clearly. Second, use only 1 or 2 emojis. More is pointless. Third, include a hook like, "This content earns $18,000 per month." And most importantly, be honest with your audience. Don't exaggerate numbers. Stick to the truth to build credibility. Now that the thumbnail is done, let's move to the description and tags. Go to ChatGPT and ask for trending YouTube tags under 500 characters separated by commas. Keep them handy. Then ask it to write a description using those tags and your video's concept to generate an accurate description. Once you have tags and description, you've completed all steps and created your first video on this type of content.